I leave my vehicle parked next to the highway. Then I come across here and climb up this hillside. I've got to get over this animal crossing. It's easier than it looks. When you get down here to the other side of the animal crossing, you see that there's kind of ladders going down each end that you can use to climb down on and up. And it's not so high that you can't throw a sample bag up on it and not have to deal with that when you're climbing either. From here you can just about see where I have been digging. Actually, I've been doing something that you wouldn't really call digging. I've been taking my 4-pound sledgehammer and my chisels and I've been breaking pieces of rock off of that spot up there. That's not where we're going today though. We're going to go around to the left and go more up towards some of that stuff you see that way. We were over there the other day and found something interesting. I'm going to go have another look at it. You see, crossing from right to left after I got over the animal crossing, I needed to stay low at the bottom of the hill because of this big drainage right here. If I'd gone too high, I would have had to go clear up inside of that and cross it somewhere up high. Staying low, I'm much better off. Last time I came over here, I climbed over that fence. I parked on the other side of the guardrail over there. Instead of the front side of it, I parked on the back side of it. That is, as far as the direction of traffic goes. And I had to climb that fence a couple of times. It was easy going in, but when I had sample bags, I had to throw both of them over the top of that fence, and that fence is high. The other day, I climbed up to the base of those cliffs up there, up that steep dirt pile. Yeah, there's some things right now I'm looking at that I didn't see when I climbed up there the other day. But we're not going over there, we're going over this direction. Look at this big piece of gypsum crystals. It's just beautiful. And then there's some sulfides across the way. And where we want to check out is right over there. You see those sulfides in that cliff? I don't think anybody's ever looked at that before. Looking down directly, you can see that red spot down there. I hammered and chiseled in that last time, but I did not check out that cliff over there. I'm going to try and go down to it on this less steep hillside. The cliff on the other side is not the only thing to be interested in. This side over here is to be interested in as well. Look how the shale, or whatever this is, gypsum, of course it's just shale looking, is different colored here in places. And then also up there we have some sulfide coloring, although there's a lot of sulfide coloring in this gypsum, which is, I think, sedimentary, and so it's very confusing. If there is something underneath which is pushed up, it's combined with that, or it's affecting that. And we have to watch out for everything. You see how that stuff looks intruded by sulfides? Right there. And then over there to that cliff, and how interesting looking that is. I haven't been there yet up close, but boy, does it look interesting. We can also take a look at something that's in the original first shot there. It's hard to do when you just hold your camera up. This piece of ore right here. That does look pretty good. This piece of ore right there. And all of that stuff up close a little bit. Although below, when I picked in the stuff that looks a lot like this, I didn't really find much. think somebody has worked this before, because you can see that metal rod there, which could be a piece of rebar or it could be something else. Something might be broken off of the bottom part of it. It could have been an eye or something like that, it looks like. I found that right down there. So it could be that this is a dump here underneath this. See, this is what I'm standing on. It has lots of ore looking material in it. Doesn't look too well segregated like it's a dump. It's just I found that piece of iron, so it suggests to me that it might be a dump. What's going on here, if you look up this way, you see there's lots of stuff up there. That's flat bedded. Going across this way up high, you see it's kind of flat bedded. Looking over to the right though, look how tilted those beds are. I don't know if the camera's really showing it to you or not, but they're very tilted. It suggests to me that this part here could have risen up, and this could be the very contact area between that side there that's tilted up and this side here that's mostly flat. See how that seam is running through there and it's more flat than it is tilted up? It's indicative of what this left side is like compared to that right side. And then look, going up further, there's more material. So I decided to start hammering away on this right-hand side here, instead of over there where it does look just as interesting. It's just I can stand right here and I can chip away at this stuff. You can see all the sulfides. What I don't know is if this could be sedimentary in origin or if it is coming up from underneath. I just chipped a nice rock out of there that was full of pyrite. So if it's sedimentary, it has to explain that. Okay, so I was just down there, and I wanted to check out coming up this draw here. On this other side, the side where the everything is up on its side, where the bedding is different, we have in these rocks over here, and some of them, as I've been coming up this drainage here, I'm finding a lot of pyrite in this country rock over here as I go along. Just some of them. I haven't really been able to determine where it came from over there. Okay, looking up that way on the left-hand side, right here, see we have some of this country rock here. This is what I'm saying, that I'm breaking up and I'm getting pieces of lots of sulfides, pyrite, whatnot in it. But look up above. This stuff is more of the same stuff that I was just digging in. It's just a little bit higher up the hill. Look at the airport over there, isn't that beautiful? All the cars going by the road. So here it is. And this country rock here has lots of pyrite in it. And maybe behind me, over here, and all that stuff too. Isn't that interesting? The aftermath, once you get it back, is that little pile down there. What's left in that sack? What's in my little crushing bowl? What's in that sack? That little 5-gallon bucket back there is something from previous workings. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that I was chipping out yesterday. I don't know how well phone camera is. Letting people under. Backside of that rock has a nice crystal structure to it. I think that indicates a slow cooling. Look at that pyrite back there in that fresh break. Okay, so here's another rock I'm looking at. Hopefully it's in focus. It's really hard to tell what the camera sees because I can't really see my screen from the sun glare. So I'm hoping that it's in focus. Okay, so I had to move the chair. I took my pile of rocks, put them all in a little pile. It came from the right-hand side as I was looking up the hill, and I'm testing them out with my dowsing rod device, and I find that I do get the rods to cross. I have the device set on 3.2 for frequency. Gold starts at 3. There are very few things down that low. It's a good frequency to test to see if you have anything like gold. I had to move the chair because inside of the little fire pit here I have stored some rocks from another place which I know have gold in them, and they can give you a positive reading. That stuff that's along the bottom of the fence there is from the same location. Yeah, so the lock time is about a minute 45, minute 50, and we'll take a closer look at those rocks. Maybe we can see some pyrite and other things in them that will explain why. In comparison, that sack, which contains most of the stuff that I dug out from the left-hand side where I showed yesterday, has about 2 minutes and 20 seconds of lock time. That 2 minutes and 20 seconds is made up of rocks like this one,